that you are well, and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 1 English lesson on capitalization. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of language arts, grade 1. And then we're going to scroll down to the chapter of capitalization. All right, so we are doing capitalization, right? And we are going to find out what capitalization is, right? And also what we need to capitalize. So, when it comes to capitalization, right? Or well, let's say before we start with capitalization, we are doing the chapter of capitalization. Our subject is English, which is language arts, grade 1. And the lessons that we are focusing on is to capitalize the names of people and pets, and also to capitalize the days as well as the months. All right. So we capitalize the names of people and pets, right? So when we capitalize names of people and pets, it means that if your name, for example, is John, right? Then it means that John needs to be written with a capital letter, right? You cannot write John with lowercase. You cannot write it with a small letter, right? You need to write it with a capital letter. Oh, look at me writing jobs. So John, sorry, right? So you cannot write somebody's name, whether it's your own name, whether it's somebody else's name, or whether it is your surname, your second name. You cannot write your name starting with a small letter, with a lowercase, right? Your name, your second name, your surname, names of your parents, names of your friends, right? Even if you named your pet, it needs to be capitalized, right? It needs to be with a capital letter. All right. All right. So if we look at an example, right? An example of with how we capitalize and what we capitalize, right? Is where we say, my sister is named Laura, right? So now we're asking ourselves, what is your sister's name? The sister's name is Laura, and Laura is written with a capital letter, as we can see. So the start of Laura's name is with a capital letter. And also her dog is named Buddy, which means that the name of her dog or her dog's name is Buddy, and Buddy starts with a capital B. Right? So which means that if you name your pet, or you basically want to write the name of somebody, or yourself, or your siblings, or your parents, right? Then you need to write it with a capital letter. All right. So we also capitalize, right, the names of the months, and we also capitalize the days of the week, right? So we capitalize names of people, we capitalize the names of of your pets, but we also capitalize the names of the months as well as the days of the week. So the months of the year and the days of the week, right? And an example is we go away on Friday. So Friday is a day of the week, right? It's one of the days of the week, which means that Friday needs to be capitalized, as we can see. So it's capital letter F for Friday. And then it says we are gone for all of March. So we are gone for all of March, right? And March is written with a capital M for March. So M, capital M for March. So March is a month of the year. So whenever you have a sentence, or whenever you want to make mention of either the days of the week, or you want to make mention of the months of the year, even if you are just writing the date down, then it needs to be capitalized, right? And if we, for example, look at the days of the week, right? If we write the days of the week down, it's going to be capital M for Monday, capital T for Tuesday. It's going to be capital W for Wednesday, but Wednesday is spelled as it's written almost like Wednesday, but it's we just say Wednesday. And then we have capital letter T for Thursday, capital letter F for Friday. Then we have capital letter S for Saturday. And then lastly, we have capital letter S for Sunday, right? So basically, whenever you write down the days of the week, then it needs to, the first letter of the days of the week needs to be written with a capital letter. So it's the same as this person introducing themselves as Daniel. So Daniel is basically with a capital letter, right? So we say capital letter for D for Daniel, right? All right. Then we also have the months of the year, right? And the months of the year, right? I'm going to write it in a different color. Months of the year, there are 12 months in the year, right? And the months of the year also needs to be written with a capital letter, right? So if we write down the months of the year, and then it starts with capital letter J for January, capital letter F for February, right? The month that we are currently in is capital letter M for March, then capital letter A for April, right? Then we also have capital letter M for May, capital letter J for June, capital letter J for July. Then we have capital letter A for August. Then we have capital letter S for September. Then we have capital letter O for October. And then capital letter N for November. And then capital letter D for December. Right? So this is basically all these words in blue. These are the months of the year, and it starts with a capital letter. So when we also write the months of the year, then the months of the year also need to start with a capital letter. So months of the year start with a capital letter, as well as the days of the week. We can say something that is named. So if it's someone's name, then yes, it starts with a capital letter. So whenever we write somebody else's name, you write your own name, you write your pet's name, whether you've named your dog, whether you've named your cat, you need to write their name with a capital letter. But if we just say that my dog jumped in the pool, right? If you say my dog jumped in the pool, then dog, the word dog needs to be written with a small letter, right? But if you want to say my dog, if you want to say my dog, comma, Rex jumped in the pool, then the word Rex, the name of your dog, is with a capital letter, right? Samuel, you need to write your name with a capital letter S. So when you write your name with a capital letter S, right? So it's like my name is Nadine, so which means that Nadine is going to be with a capital letter N for Nadine, right? So whenever we write our names, and then our names starts with a capital letter. If you introduce yourself, it needs to be with a capital letter, right? Because names of people, whether it's your first name, your second name, or your surname, it needs to start with a capital letter. Days of the week needs to start with a capital letter. Months of the year needs to start with a capital letter. And if you have named your pet, whether your pet's name is Rex or whatever your pet's name is, it needs to start with a capital letter. All right? All right, so now let's look at this activity. We're going to do an activity now. So we're going to do an activity now, and we're going to have to, these ones over here, we are going to identify the names of people as well as the names of a pet, right? And we are going to correct that by writing the name correctly, right? So we're going to see where the mistakes are. And if, for example, a name is written with a lowercase, right, with a small letter, then we need to capitalize it. So it says the map is next to Dana, right? Dana is a girl. The map is next to Dana. What is the word that we need to capitalize within that sentence? So if we look at the first sentence, it says the map is next to Dana. Dana, who's a girl, right? What is the word that we need to correct and capitalize? All right. So if we choose the word that needs to be corrected, right, and capitalized, then it is Dana, right? So we basically need to write, remember, we need to only write the first letter of the name. So the first letter of the name needs to be capitalized. So only the first letter needs to be capitalized. So for example, there we underline Dana, and here we're going to write it correctly. Capital letter D for Dana, then the rest is small letters, right? So only the first letter needs to be capitalized, Dana. So well done. This is Abby. Abby's a girl. She is our family's dog. What is the word within that sentences that we are going to capitalize or that needs to be capitalized? So this is Abby. She is our family's dog. So we only basically capitalize the first letter of the word. It says, this is Abby. She is our family's dog. So what word are we going to capitalize? Or what letter or what word are we going to capitalize? Xavier or Samuel, are you saying I must stop? Are you saying I must stop because I'm basically here to help you? All right, so we're going on. So this is Abby. So Abby, we're going to underline because Abby is the name of it's okay, it's not a name of a girl, but it's the name of the dog, right? It's the name of the dog. So Abby, we need to write with a capital letter. So the first letter is going to be A, capital letter A for Abby, and the rest is going to be lower cases, right? Then it says, I think Lola barks too loudly. So Lola is a dog. Lola barks too loudly. What are we going to capitalize and how are we going to write that word? Remember, either a person's name or the pet's name starts with a capital letter, right? The first letter needs to be capitalized. So I think Lola barks too loudly. We need to capitalize the name Lola. I'm not sure if you're trying to show off, is it Xavier or Samuel? I'm not sure what your name is, but if you are not going to be here to learn, I am going to contact your parents and I'm going to tell your parents that you don't want to learn. That is what I'm going to do, eh? Because everybody else is here to learn and it seems like you are not here to learn. All right, so if we identify the name of the dog, then we write capital L for Lola and the rest is lowercase. So well done to those of you who got that correct. All right, so the next ones, right, is either going to be months of the year or days of the week. So we say that days of the week as well as months of the year also needs to be capitalized, right? So remember the first letter of that word, whether it's the month of the year or the days of the week, needs to be capitalized. So we need to identify the days of the week or the months of the year that needs to be capitalized within the sentence. It says, our town has a big parade every October. So our town has a big parade every October. Which word are we going to capitalize? Remember, the first letter of the word needs to be capitalized. So our town has a big parade every October. We need to identify the month of the year within that sentence and we need to write it correctly. So it's like saying we need to punctuate it. Remember, the first letter of that word needs to be with a capital letter. All right, then if we were to choose the correct word, then October is our word, right? And we write October with a capital letter O, and the rest is lower cases. So well done. So October is correct with a capital letter. So well done. Is it Nanny? I'm not sure what your real name is, but your username shows Nanny. So well done. We are going to the zoo on Sunday, July 7. We are going to the zoo on Sunday, July 7. There are two words that we need to change from lower cases to capital letters. So we are going to the zoo on Sunday, July 7th. We need to identify one day of the week as well as the month of the year within that sentence, and we need to change it to a capital letter. So we are going to the zoo on Sunday, July 7th. We need to choose two words within that sentence that we need to change to a capital letter. All right, then if we were to choose the two words, it would be Sunday and it would be July, right? So well done. So it is capital letter S for Sunday and capital letter J for July, right? So well done. Guess how many Mondays are there in January? Guess how many Mondays are there in January? We need to choose two words that we need to capitalize within that sentence. So guess how many Mondays are in January? Remember, the first letter needs to be capitalized. So guess how many Mondays are there in January? We need to choose the two words that needs to be capitalized. We need to capitalize those two words. And if we choose the two words, it's going to be Mondays and it's going to be January. So Mondays, M, capitalize for Mondays, and capital letter J for January. Right, so well done. Those are basically the words that we had to capitalize, right? And remember, we said that we capitalize names of people and pets, and we also capitalize days of the week, and we capitalize months of the year. And when we capitalize these words, then only the first letter of the word needs to be with a capital letter, right? The rest of the word needs to be with lower cases, right? So well done, everybody. So we are doing our tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So now we are going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to the first lesson, which is to capitalize the names of people and pets. And we did a few activities now already as to how to capitalize, or we identified what needed to be capitalized, right? So we capitalize names of people and pets. So let us go to our test. All right, so we're going to select the two words that needs to be capitalized, the two capitalization mistakes, right? So we're going to identify two capitalization mistakes and we're going to see how it needs to be capitalized, right? Look how small Justin's puppy Mia is. Look how small Justin's puppy Mia is. So we need to choose the two capitalization mistakes, right? That needs to be capitalized. Is it the first one, which is Justin's puppy? Or is it the second one, Justin's and Mia? Or look, Mia, or puppy and Mia? The two words that needs to be capitalized, it's either option 1, 2, 3, or 4. All right, so if we choose the correct one, then yes, Justin's and Mia is the two words that needs to be capitalized because Justin is the name of a person and Mia is the name of the puppy, right? So Justin's and Mia. So well done, Justin and Mia is correct. We need to pick one capitalization mistake, right? One word that they did not capitalize, which they were supposed to. Yes, Janet named her new turtle Oscar. Yes, Janet named her new turtle Oscar. So is it option one? It's turtle. Option two, Oscar. Option three, Janet. Or option four, it is yes. Which word needs to be capitalized? Yes, Janet named her new turtle Oscar. No problem. Is it turtle? Is it Oscar, Janet, or yes? The word that needs to be capitalized. Remember, Janet is already capitalized, right? So we cannot use Janet because Janet is already correctly capitalized. All right, and if we choose the correct one, then it will be Oscar. Because you see, Janet is the name of a person and it's already capitalized, which is correct. The mistake that they made was the name of the turtle, which is Oscar. They did not capitalize. So well done, Oscar is correct. This is Abby. She is our family's dog. So this is Abby. She is our family's dog, right? So the name of the dog, is it Abby, which is option one, families, option two, she, option three, or our option four? What capitalization mistake did they make? So is it Abby, families, she, or our? All right, then if we were to choose the correct word that needs capitalizing, it's Abby, right? Because Abby is the name of the family's dog. So well done, Abby is correct. Our puppy, Mia, loves to be around people. So our puppy, Mia, loves to be around people. We need to choose the word that needs to be capitalized. So is it puppy? Is it loves? Is it our? Or is it Mia? So option one, which is puppy. Option two, which is loves. Option three, which is our. Or option four, which is Mia. All right, and if we choose the correct word that needs to be capitalized, and then it's Mia, right? Because Mia is the name of the puppy. So well done. Mia is the name of the puppy. And then it says, I think Lola barks too loudly. We need to choose the one capitalization mistake over there. Is it Lola? Is it barks? Is it I? Or loudly? We need to choose the word that we need to write with the capital letter. Lola barks I loudly. All right, then if we choose the correct one, then we will choose Lola because Lola is the name of the dog, right? It's the name of the dog. So well done, Lola is correct. All right, so we said we also capitalize the days of the week and we capitalize the months of the year, right? And we literally went over a list of the days of the week and a list of the months of the year, right? And we also did a few activities where we had identified the words that needs capitalization. So we're going to go to our test. So we're going to fix the one word that needs capitalization, whether it's the days of the week or it's a month of the year, right? It says, a picnic in December would be very cold. A picnic in December would be very cold. So is it picnic that needs to be capitalized or December that needs to be capitalized? So picnic or December. So we need to choose the word that needs to be capitalized. Is it picnic or is it December? Remember, we said we also capitalize days of the weeks and we capitalize months of the year. All right, then if we choose the correct word that needs to be capitalized, then it's December because December is the month of the year. So it is basically cold in Canada during December, but where I live in South Africa, we again have summer during December. So it is warm or hot. So December is correct. So well done. She will go see the new house on Wednesday. She will go see the house on Wednesday. We need to capitalize the correct word. Is it Wednesday or is it new? Wednesday or new? That needs to be capitalized. All right, then if we choose the correct word that needs to be capitalized, and then we can say it is Wednesday, right? Because Wednesday is the day of the week. So well done, it is the day of the week. What do you like to do in October? What do you like to do in October? So what do you like to do in October? Is it October that needs to be capitalized or like that needs to be capitalized? All right, and if we choose the correct word, then it will be October, and October is the 10th month in the year, right? So well done, October is correct. I like warm mornings in July. I like warm mornings in July. So is it July or is it mornings that needs to be capitalized? July or mornings? So I like warm mornings in July. The word that needs to be capitalized, is it July or is it mornings? All right, then if we choose the correct one, then we will say it's July, right? So July. All right, let's do one last one. It says, we walked to the park on Saturday. We walked to the park on Saturday. Is it Saturday or is it park? We walked to the park on Saturday. So is it Saturday or is it park? So we walked to the park on Saturday. Is it Saturday or is it park? All right, and if we choose the correct word that needs to be capitalized in Saturday, so Saturday is a day of the week and it is a weekend. So well done, everybody. So this is now the end of our lesson on capitalization. Thank you very much to those of you who interacted, to those of you who really wants to be here. Thank you very much, and I really hope you're going to have a good evening further. Goodbye.